Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, the Brayzen Lady. I am here to talk to you all since we're in Scorpio season, full blast, and also Halloween is approaching, Day of the Dead is approaching, as well as a whole plethora of other festivals and certain celebrations of those who were living, who have passed on and transcended to the ancestral realm. So I figured this is the best time to do a video on connecting with your spirit guides, knowing who your spirit guides are so that you can connect with them, and then why your ancestors eat first. So basically, why your ancestors should be venerated, why we should honor them, and not only honor them, but feed them in the sense that we are venerating them, we are empowering them from our position here in the earthly realm, here in the physical realm, so that they can work on our behalf in the spirit realm from the ancestral plane. So, so we can get to work. So with that being said, first thing I want to just say is that yes, it's Scorpio season, and I'm sure you've already heard that the veil is the thinnest during Scorpio season, and the absolute thinnest during this week, basically from October 31st to roughly November 4th. So during this decan, I believe it's the second decan of Scorpio season. It may slip into the third decan, but I'm pretty sure it's the second decan. So basically, the middle decans of Scorpio season is extremely important, and it's when the veil is at its absolute thinnest. Now, remember, you can connect and contact and communicate with spirit, with the spirit realm, spirit entities, with your ancestors at any time of the year. It really doesn't matter what time of year it is in order to connect. You can do that anytime. The reason why we, as spiritualists, as occultists, as whatever, put more significance on this particular week. I got my sage going strong right now. On this particular week, on October 31st, on November 1st through the 4th, we put so much emphasis on this particular time of the year is because this is when the veil is so thin, it doesn't really require much work on your behalf in order to make those communications and that contact with the other realm. If anything, sometimes it just happens without you even trying at all because it's so thin that, it's easier to see a spirit now than it is during any other time of the year, especially if you're not in tuned, um, to your fullest capacity. If you're totally in tune, if you working with spirit all the time, of course, this is our festival time. This is when we have fun and we really enjoy ourselves because we've been working all year. So this is really when we relax and enjoy. While other people who, haven't really been focusing too much on spirit, they'll end up seeing things and feeling like they're tripping out and what have you. And we have to explain, no, 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 no. It's just thin right now. So it's super easy to see with minimum effort and to connect, right? So your ancestors are working in the ancestral realm through the spirit or unseen world on your behalf. They assist us in our mundane, everyday human, earthly issues or whatever. That's what they assist us with. And mainly because they've been here before. So other spiritual entities, they've never existed in a human form, or existed on this earthly realm in a human form and lived a human life. So therefore, they don't care really about what the hell is going on because it really doesn't matter when you get down to the gist of it all. But it's more so in they are here to do other things on our behalf. But your ancestors, because they did live a human life, because they went through pretty much everything you're going through right now, same game, different players. That's what I've always been told by my mom. Same game, different players. So when you come down to this earth, yeah, you might be in a new body, but you're the same old soul that's been here before. And it's the same things going on. So your ancestors already know what's up. And so they're more inclined and better equipped to help you with your everyday human concerns and issues, the earthly realm concerns and issues that really don't matter. But, in order to live here um, comfortably, um, successfully, and even, to prosper down here, it's great to connect with your ancestors because they can help you from the unseen world, from the spirit world. They can help you, and then it manifests in the physical world. As far as your spirit guides go, they're more so, it's a little different. Your spirit guides are with you, crowning your head. I know that's a term used a lot in the Ifa tradition with Orishas and what have you, who crowns your head. Essentially, all that means is they came with you when you were birthed into this realm. When your mother birthed you, they were crowning your head. They were with you coming into this world, and they were designed um, as tools for you, equipping you so that you will be able to um, live your life, right? But also to accomplish your mission. You were sent here with a purpose. You were sent here what we call a soul purpose or a life purpose, a life mission. And so when you came down here, you didn't come down here with nothing. Your spirit guides is basically your tools that you came down here with, that you were equipped with, so that you could accomplish your mission and live your life purpose, right? So it's not about, oh yeah, I got Oshun, she's so beautiful, blah 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 blah. It's not about that. If Oshun does crown you, there's a specific reason why that particular entity was sent down with you. They are here to help us with our life purpose, with our life mission. I keep looking down because I have notes. I want to stay on task, right? Stay on, because I can go off into tangents, Lord. So, so that's why they came down here with you, and it's important to know who your spirit guides are so that you can say, okay, so if I receive this entity and this entity, because it always comes in two or pairs. If I receive, and you have more than just two, you get equipped with more throughout your lifetime, but that's a whole nother video. We're not going to get on that. Let's just focus on your main two, the ones who came down here with you when you were born, who crowned your head. So anyhow, those two, um, they came down here to, because your ancestors protect you. They protect you and they can guide you in this life. Your spirit guides, yes, they do protect you in certain instances. They do guide you a lot, but more so, they are your tools. You're the one who is deciding how this is all going to play out. The power is in your hand, right? You have free will. So you have the free will to fuck up, or you have the free will to actually accomplish your task, right? So if I gave you a tool, let's say I tell you I need you to write a 12 um, page essay, right? I say I need you to write a 12-page essay. That is your task. That is your mission. You need to accomplish this by this date, right? So I didn't tell you how to go about doing it. So if you submit to me a 12-page handwritten with a pen or a pencil essay, I can't say to you, oh, that's not how I wanted it. I wanted you to type it and it to be 12-page typed. Well, I didn't say that. So the tool that you use to accomplish a task doesn't matter as long as you accomplish the task. Okay, so if you're going to type it, type it. If you're going to write it, as long as you get it done. And so that's what your spirit guides are here for. For one person, the Oshun, the aspect of Oshun that they're working with may be a pen, while the aspect of Oshun that you're working with is a computer typing it out. Both accomplish the task, okay? It's just used in a different, way. So, anyways, now that we have explained your spirit guides and your ancestors, how do you venerate your ancestors? There's plenty of videos out there explaining how to venerate your ancestors and how to offer up things to them in order to strengthen them in the ancestral realm so that they can work better on your behalf. They're always going to be working whether you venerate them or not, but they become stronger and more powerful when you add that little extra oomph. So make sure to go and do your study, do your work, okay? Go study, go figure it out, and try to get it done, between Halloween and November 4th when the veil is the thinnest and it's super easier for you to do so. I'm going to go more so into the spirit guides and how to connect with them. I want to make sure I'm not running over time. And how to connect with them so that you can accomplish your life purpose and your life mission. If you do not know your life purpose or your life mission, you're in that stage of life in which you're figuring it out. Hi, butterfly, go away. In which you are figuring it out, then that you need to figure that out. But knowing who your spirit guides are can help you figure that out if you haven't done so already. Okay? So, you should know your immediate ancestors, which are your relatives, those who have passed on to the other side recently and that you are aware of and that you know. But if you do, if you want to delve deeper into your ancestral lineage, your heritage, then this can also, how we're connecting with your spirit guides can also be used in this instance to connect with your long-reaching ancestors, right? So the ones that you never met or no one in your like, for example, I know for a fact I have ancestors in Africa who obviously passed on before I was, hell, my grandmother was even thought of. Okay, so I've connected with them. I've had conversations with them. They've explained certain things to me, and I have developed a deeper communication and contact with them, which has been amazing. So if you've already started your ancestral altar, your ancestral veneration and all that process, and it's mainly just your recent relatives and what have you, I ask that you go even deeper and that you contact even further down the line, because you'll be amazed who is in your line. I know I was. I was like, what? My God. Seriously? I always knew I was a queen. Anyways, so that shit don't matter. But anyways, so with your spirit guides, how this is a simple way to connect with your spirit guides, especially now. But you can do it anytime. But especially now, it's super simple, super easy, and it doesn't really require much like material on your behalf. Switch this around a little bit. All right, so if you have a little extra coin, move this over. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm gonna edit this so y'all don't have to deal with all this shit. Okay, so, and y'all can't see me because the sun is out. All right, so if you have a little extra coin, you can make this, or you can buy it. Sunflower seed oil or just sunflower oil. The seed is a little bit more potent, so if you really want to get into it, I would say get the sunflower seed oil. But sunflower oil or sunflower seed oil will do the trick. Really, any oil, really. Olive oil, jojoba oil. These are certain things that our ancestors connected with. But the quick fire way, it's probably in your kitchen, is the olive oil. So if you don't have olive oil, you don't really need it. You can do this without the oil. It just adds a little extra oomph to the process of what I'm about to take you through. So yeah, so I'll put a list of stuff in the description box below. But some oil, some incense or something that smells good to you, a Bible. I mean, you can get them from the Dollar Tree. Okay, a Bible, whether you're a Christian or not, it's basic instructions before leaving Earth. Okay, you can use it. All right. So a Bible, your oil, a candle. Okay. So a black candle or a white candle, doesn't matter what size. Just plain, no writing on it, because you don't want to not confuse spirit, but more so you confuse your subconscious when you have extra shit going on. So try to make it as plain as possible. So a plain black candle or a plain a plain white candle, any size will do. If you want to sketch things upon it that will help tune into your subconscious, do so, but make sure that it's you doing it and not something that you bought and it's already on there, okay? Unless it's like, a cross or something, like that doesn't matter. It's symbolism. Be careful with the symbolism. It's just what I'm saying. So anyhow, what you want to do is prepare your body, right? So preparing your body is just symbolically doing what we need to do in the physical so that the spirit realm catches on to what we're doing, right? So when you're preparing your body, just go take a freaking bath. You can take a spiritual bath if you want to, or spiritual shower if you want to. Great, that empowers it. But if you don't have time for it, you really want to just delve to this ritual, then just take a good calming bath or shower. Make sure you got some good incense going, get the senses flowing. Make sure you, I recommend lavender, vanilla bean, um, mainly lavender, and sunflower. Those two will work just fine. Lotus, they have some of that out there as well. Use that to get your senses going, right? So you're cleansing your body, you're preparing your body to basically sit there while your spirit, it can lift up on out during your sleep realm, right? Because when we go to sleep, that's what happens, whether you know it or not. You're going into the spirit realm, the astral planes, right? So that shower or that bath that you take beforehand is just a symbolic cleansing, even though you really need to cleanse your body. It's a symbolic cleansing so that you are fully clear, so that of all this shit that's going on in the earth realm, who gives a shit? You're cleared of that, okay? You let go whatever happened at work, you let go whatever happened at school, you let go whatever your husband did, you let go whatever your brother stupidly did. You let it all go so that you'll be able to relax in your sleep realm, right? Once you've done all that, however you want to do it, it's on you. You would take the oil. Don't have to have oil. It just amps up the process, okay? Take the oil, right? Put it on your third eye, right? Put it on basically your pineal gland. Put it on your third eye. It's kind of like an activation. You'll put the candle in front of you. Make sure you have the Bible in front of you. You're going to turn that Bible to Zechariah chapter 4, verses 13 and 14. And you're going to say those verses as you light the candle, right? You're going to be looking into the flame, right? And you're going to be saying those verses, looking into the flame, engulfing yourself into that realm, right? Now, if you feel led to write down the verse, this helps as well, especially if you're a dreamer, okay? Usually Pisces are dreamers, sun, moon, or rising. Even if your Neptune is in Pisces, that's for the babies out there, right? They're gonna be dreaming. So parents out there, if they wake up screaming, assure them that there is nothing to fear. There will be bad. I don't like to call them bad dreams. I don't like to call them nightmares. But it's more so of they're going so deep into their subconscious that there are certain things that are going to try to block them and stop them from going as deep as they can, because they're children. They can go hella deep. So scary images pop up to scare them away from going deeper into their subconscious. Don't baby them, but make sure that you allow them to feel comfortable and understand that it ain't nothing to fear, baby. You are all right. And if anything, they scared of you. That's why they got the mask on, trying to scare you away, because they're scared of your power. Okay, reassure your children that way. Anyways, so if you're a dreamer, write it down. Write the verses down on a clean sheet of paper. Write it down and put it underneath it after you've done the whole candle, lighting the candle and reading the verses out loud 3 times. You can put what you've written down, the paper, underneath your pillow that you're sleeping on, and so that amps it up as well. So I am going to read the verse just so you can hear it. Actually, I'm going to read more than that just so you can get the story behind it. which is an anthology, okay? That's the story behind it. So I am going to pause because I know my camera's going to cut off. But before it does, I am going to say once again, sunflower seed oil or olive oil or whatever oil you're led to, have that. Have a Bible around, have a black or white candle, any size, no writing on it unless you put it on there. Remember symbolism. And then make sure that you cleanse yourself, physically cleanse yourself with a shower or a bath before you do the candle work and the ritual. Okay? Hopefully that's clear. I hope that's clear. So let's go ahead and get to it. I'm going to just start chapter 4 of Zechariah, chapter 4. Then the angel who talked with me returned and wakened me as a man is wakened from his sleep. He asked me, "What do you see?" I answered, "I see a solid gold lampstand with a bowl at the top and 7 lights on it, with 7 channels to the lights. Also, there are 2 olive trees by it, one on the right of the bowl and the other on its left." I asked the angel who talked with me, "What are these, my lord?" He answered, "Do you not know what these are?" "No, my lord," I replied. So he said to me, "This is the word of the Lord to Zerubbabel. Not by might nor by power, but by my spirit, says the Lord Almighty. What are you, O mighty mountain? Before Zerubbabel, you will become level ground. Then he will bring out the capstone to shouts of God bless it, God bless it. Then the word of the Lord came to me. The hands of Zerubbabel have laid the foundation of this temple. His hands will also complete it. Then you will know that the Lord Almighty has sent me to you. Who despises the day of small things? Men will rejoice when they see the plump line in the hand of Zerubbabel. These 7 are the eyes of the Lord, which range throughout the earth. Then I asked the angel, "What are these 2 olive trees on the right and the left of the lampstand?" Again I asked him, "What are these 2 olive branches beside the 2 gold pipes that pour out golden oil?" He replied, "Do you not know what these are?" "No, my lord," I said. So he said, "These are the 2 who are anointed to serve the Lord of all the earth." Okay? So, I can get all into the symbolism that's in there, the analogies that are in there, what um, the metaphysics that are in this particular read. We can go all day. If you want me to, let me know in the comments and we can have that Bible study. But for this in particular, you're really getting to know who are your your spirit guides, who are your teachers, who are the ones who crown you, who came into this. Now again, you can find this out in multitudes of ways. This is not the only way to do this, okay? There's not one specific way to get to contact your ancestors or your spirit guides. If you look throughout the ancient realm, with throughout Africa, throughout Asia, throughout the South and North Americas, and I'm just saying what we call them now, right? Of course, the ancients didn't call them that, right? Okay, so if we look throughout all their customs and their traditions and how they did it, all of them venerated their ancestors in some way or another, but it wasn't the same way, right? And does it make one better than the other, or one least and one greater? No. If it works, it works. You know what I'm saying? If it didn't work, then I would be like, yeah, your shit sucks. But if it works, then shit, do it. Like, do it, right? So if you were able to contact your spirit guides and basically your higher self and your ancestors in a different way, comment below. Let us know how you did it, because that might help somebody else get better results. I know for sure this worked for me. It worked for a whole bunch of other people because those people told me how to do it, and so it works. So that's why I'm sharing it with y'all for free. I mean, because I don't give a fuck about the money. I really just want my people to get higher. Shit, ascend into your greatness. We are so fucking great. It just hurts me that we wallow in this stupidity and this lower level vibes. Like, raise your consciousness. You know what I'm saying? Not to be a dick, but more so so we can get the fuck out of here. Okay? Anyways, that's a whole nother video. I'm just gonna go back to this again. I'm gonna repeat. I don't want this to be too long. Repeat Zechariah chapter 4, verses 13 to 14. He replied, "Do you not know what these are?" "No, my Lord," I said. So he said, "These are the two who anointed to serve the Lord of all the earth." You are the Lord of all the earth. The so-called children of God. Okay, you gods out there, you are the lords of this earth. This is your playground. This was created for you to do what you got to do here. This is not the end all be all. This ain't heaven. This ain't hell. It's a, I want to say it's like a stopping ground. Like, you know how you go somewhere, you got to do something there, and then you leave. Like, this is what earth is. It was created for us to do. It was created with the purpose for us to do what we were meant to do here, right? Each of us have our own purpose, and we have to figure that out. But we have our guides. We have our spiritual entities that are working on our behalf. We're not here alone. And so, with that being said, I really hope that you connect with your spirit guides. Now, remember, when you do this, you clean yourself out, you did the ritual, you lay your head down, and you go to sleep. Make sure that you are allowing yourself enough time to sleep, right? I say give yourself 8, even though most people only need 6. But I always say give yourself more time than needed so that you have enough time to receive everything that you need to receive. Also, if you don't have enough sleep, if you're too tired, then you don't retain as much um, memory of where you went in the spirit realm, in the astral plane, of your dreams. You don't really retain them as much because you're physically tired and you're not getting enough rest, or you're not getting enough nourishment to your physical body. Remember to nourish your physical body in all its capacities so that it is able to function well enough so that when you go out into the astral planes in your spirit form, there's no problems. Okay, so remember that. Remember, that's the importance of doing that bath, of cleansing yourself mentally of certain things of the day so that you can go into the spirit world without any baggage. And I mean, I think that's it. I hope I covered everything. I really just hope that you guys truly do this so that you can contact your spirit guides. And just also remember that you're going to have to do some studying. You are going to have to study. Like, there's no way around the study. If you're too lazy to pick up a book and read it, then you're going to have an issue. If all you do is watch YouTube videos, you're also going to have an issue because you do need to study in some type of capacity. In order to get to know these spirit guides. Yes, okay, for example, if they reveal themselves to you in a dream, and they're going to use symbolisms, that's all how they speak, all right, is in symbols, right? Even if they're talking to you audibly in the dream, it's still symbolic, right? So it's going to be a whole bunch of symbols. So if you're not in tune or knowledgeable of these different symbols and what in their meanings, then it's going to slip right past you, and it may take you longer to figure it out because you're not doing the studying behind the works. And I know this from my own experience. When I first did this, I did it 2016, and I also did it last year, because like I said, every year I want to go deeper and deeper, right? And stronger and stronger. So the first time I did it, I received it was a long ass dream, and it's so much information. It bombarded me, and it took me a whole year of study to really learn who my guides were. It took me a whole year, y'all. So it's not a short ass process unless you've already been studying so much that as soon as you have the dream, you see all the symbols and you studied already. So then it connects fast, right? Like nowadays, that's what happens with me nowadays because I'm doing so much studying every month, every day, every minute. But when I first started, I was fresh. I was a newbie. Like I didn't have enough information under my belt to really decipher what was being told to me. But it was revealed. It's going to be revealed. Like, certain people would say certain things. Basically, I learned that I have a whole pantheon of deities that have been with me in my lineage, you know, with my people for ages, right? And so, even me finding out who my two are, they even let me know through symbolism. They let me know you've got a whole bunch more. We got a whole table waiting for you. And then eventually, in one of my dreams, it was in October 22nd. I'll never forget it. They invited me to the table of my ancestors. That's when I was able to meet a lot of my ancestors, a lot of the entities, spiritual entities that work on my behalf, as well as the different forms of me on other planes. So yeah, there's different forms of you on other planes. Look very similar to how you look right here on this earth. It's just slightly different. So, anyways, that's hold on. I know you guys are interested in all that, but it's so exciting and so fun. I really just want everybody to experience that, like to know who fucks with you. Like that shit really is so exciting, and to be able to sit at the table with them. And I won't say it was an honor because we all have that seat at the table. Shout out to Solange. We all have that seat at the table. It's just that we we forgot where we put the invitation, so we don't even know where we're going in order to take that seat. So yeah. Okay, I'm gonna stop it here. It's been 30 minutes. Got a lot of editing to do. And I hope this reaches you all with light, love, peace, and prosperity. Like straight up, I hope all of you receive it with an open heart because I'm sending it to you all with the greenest heart that you can ever imagine. I really do love all of y'all, and I hope that you keep trailblazing on. I'm about to go ahead and smoke my blunt. Or, yeah, peace.